So, yo, madam, as I'm saying, Chris Rock, right? He has a joke. He's like, yo, when you experience something sexually, you can't go back.
Yes.
And when it comes to women, it's like when they experience something in terms of relationship, they can't go back.
Right.
Material.
Right?
Okay.
So like if they get some dude with a car, I'm never dating a dude that drives a boat.
Oh, that's a fact.
Right?
That's a fact.
So that's the thing. But like for dudes, it's
If
just
I
like
date a dude that only takes me to Cheesecake Factory, I'm never going to
never
McDonald's.
never going to McDonald's again.
Damn.
For men now, it's sexual. Like you experience something on a certain sexual level, you can't go back.
I definitely went back.
I've
though.
experienced things.
Yeah.
I just can't go back.
See, you said
Well,
that
I mean, what
about
type of things?
Cheeks.
Huh?
You said that about cheeks, but I've definitely gone from like cheeks with like the wave.
You're in my shot.
My bad, diva.
So
My man said,
I'm
"Yo,
just
you're
saying
in my
shot.
limelight." I mean,
I'm
I know
saying you're
you
in my limelight.
shining. I
I
know
am
you
shining.
shining.
We got the
B.
3
I
lights.
see you on the
You know what I
business
mean?
cash.
Yeah, I'm out here making
You know
a little
what
bit of
I'm
money
saying?
right now.
I
Still,
feel
I'm
you.
just doing my thing.
I see you, dog.
Thank you.
I see you. I'm over here with this Fresh Prince look on. Like what?
Yeah, man. It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, man. I didn't mean my bad. I didn't mean to stop the shot.
I knew that nothing was gonna be the same when Rayon promised me a dog for my birthday. I was like, yo, this guy's he's about to come up on a lot of
this
money.
is news to me. You promised this guy
Last
a golden
year.
retriever?
Last year, he's like, yo, I'm gonna give you a lap dog. I'm
This
like,
guy has a look like fuck.
remember we talked about it on the
You see
pod.
that?
We talked about it on the pod.
Look at him now. He's like, fuck. I made a
I was
commitment to
like,
this.
I said, bro, I always wanted a pug. And he's like, bro, is that what you
pug?
want? Yeah. And he's like, well, when it comes to your door, just don't say anything. I'm like, what?
Those are the words that came out of my
I
mouth.
promise you. I'm like, it's almost sounded.
I think you're trying to like phenom right.
We can play it right now. In fact, I'll enter it right now.
I think you're trying to like. You know what? Find at this point right now. He is inserting the audio clip here.
A pug. I want a pug. It's like a mixture. It looks like a mixture of a dog and a pig. That's why they call it a pug.
Really?
Because it has a little curly tail, and they don't grow. Like they stay pretty damn small and they don't shed. So they're like the ideal black people dog. I have a thing for like the dogs with the curly tails. Any dog that curls up like that, man. Like man. And
I know.
The little lap dogs, like man.
Now I know what to get you for like your birthday or Christmas.
If you give me a dog for, stop! Don't play with me.
No, now I know.
Don't play with me.
I'm just. It's up to you after that reaches you. If it reaches you, that's up to you.
This guy's gonna send me a dog from Yard.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, you have to worry about no kind of food. Your compost. What compost?
Yeah, you're right.
All your bones, fish, chicken, beef, whatever, it's gone. Yeah, man.
Even the dogs back in South Africa, they would just be eating the bones and the
Don't
yams.
play, man.
You're gonna look if he finds the fucking
Bro,
clip.
I know what you said.
Let it play with the
Fam, you
audio.
forget
the
this
audio.
guy is the one who edits and uploads the videos, right?
Yo, it's all good. Anyways, let's bring it up.
So
Introduction.
Yes.
Bring it up.
No, fam. Continue your point.
Huh?
Continue your point.
Oh no, I'm just saying, as men, anytime we experience something sexual, we can't go back. That's why I like what I like.
Yeah. And we've established that you don't like boobs or ass. It's not one or the other. It's a combo
body,
deal.
like
you gotta have the 2-piece with the biscuit
like
and the fries,
like a nice,
with a
like,
drink.
you know, slim
You don't
thick or
just
thick.
want like a 2-piece biscuit. You'd be like, yeah, but what if I get parched?
You know what I mean? I need the drink. I need like the extra. I need the extra large drink. I need the biscuit. I need the. And the fries.
But what are you willing to sacrifice though? What are you willing to sacrifice?
Not really
if it's a whole body that he's
sacrifice on
into, what is he like? There has to be one that you like more than the other.
One that I would sacrifice.
Because
one
bro,
more.
the package is
Booty
rare.
still like I wouldn't sacrifice the booty.
So you would take a short.
I would take a little bit off on the chest. Still, if anything.
Okay.
But like overall, what has my heart? Booty still.
Word.
Yeah.
I think we're all on the same.
We're all on the same.
Yeah, we all like 2-piece with.
We got 2-piece with fries.
Yeah.
With
It's
the
a staple.
biscuits.
It's a staple.
Yeah.
It's a staple.
How you guys? Clifton?
Doing great.
Yeah,
How you guys
man.
been?
Happy to be here. You know, especially with everything that's going on in the world
Yeah.
and how crazy everything is.
Fact.
It is a beautiful thing. A lot of people should have already been feeling this way, but I think it's reminded us of the fact that we should have taken our life way more seriously, like what is actually important. And those are the things that are at the forefront of our mind now more than ever. So my main concern right now, to make a long point short, is I hope that we remember this. And then once all of this is over, we don't go back to like worrying about the mundane stuff. And
Okay.
remember what's important, which is like what makes you happy, your family, and the ones that you love.
That's a very political answer.
Yo, it's the thing
Wait,
about
you're trying to get into
Yeah.
like parliament? What's up?
That's not what I've been thinking a lot. I've been doing
thinking
a
a
lot
lot?
of reflection. I don't have none but time, bro.
I mean,
so-
you're born in Canada. Wait, no, that's a lie. You're not.
I'm
you're
not born in Canada.
You're
Don't
not
you
born
try
in
to
I
get
made that
deported.
mistake last
I'm
time.
not trying to
Don't you
get.
try to get
I'm not trying to get you
deported.
deported. I'm trying to think to
You're
myself.
trying to get the
No, I
Canadian.
thought-
You're
No, I
political.
No, I thought you were trying to get
synopsis
Justin
put
Trudeau.
together,
I thought you were
you're
trying to
trying to
get
get
Justin Trudeau's position in the future. I'm just saying, you
Oh,
know,
okay.
if that's
I
what
see
you're
how you
going
spun
for.
it. Okay, yeah.
I made
Right,
that
just
mistake last
remember
time.
me, because like,
Remember-
I need some of that, you know.
So
the
you gonna
government-
show me how to business
the
cash it
government
up
funding.
when I get to that level?
Sorry?
You gonna teach me how to business cash it up?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna show you exactly how you can take the money, go over the Cayman Islands, open up another.
Okay. Little
Anyways,
Swiss thing?
Yeah,
Swiss
Swiss,
like-
yeah.
We'll talk about it.
Nah,
We'll
I
talk
made
about
that
it.
mistake last time. I remember I tried to say, "Yo, Clifton, you're Canadian." He's like, "Nah, I'm Jamaican." I'm like, "Damn."
Yeah.
I was the only one on the pod that's.
Yeah,
It's all good.
They
Don't worry
get
about
us
it.
the hell
I
out
mean,
of
you know,
here
yeah,
if we talk different. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know,
It's cool.
it's alright.
Don't worry about it.
But
But
how are you?
he's-
How are you, sir?
How are you,
How
sir?
are you doing?
Ah,
We
God.
are. Let's talk about the situation. Let's talk about the situation. We are in your humble abode. Usually, it's either at my crib
Yes.
or we've been doing Zoom for a long time. That wasn't really vibing with us. We
No.
didn't really rock it.
Well, it's not working.
Yeah,
I
I
did
don't know
not
if y'all
like
could
that.
tell.
There's a whole lot of
but-
suffering. Yeah.
Yes.
Nah,
Yeah. We needed to make this thing happen. But yes.
No, it was cool. It was. I mean, I'm all right. I can't really complain. You know, business is just going up slowly. Getting more gigs and stuff like that. Like the summer is gonna definitely be looking a lot better. Like a lot. Like compared to last year, this summer I won't be able to sit down for too long. Like it's gonna be lit for sure.
That's what's up.
Problem.
Yeah, I'm chilling. You know.
Yeah, and
Sure.
now we have this. This is just gonna be another thing on the chopping block for us to like schedule and really put together, so that we can get this stuff coming out to you guys. You know, so in terms of what we about to do, we're gonna do it how we always done it. We're gonna start it off no better way. The man himself.
Hey, oh yeah.
bring it in. Let's bring it
we didn't
in.
even introduce the damn pod. Okay.
What? Yeah.
Welcome back to the North Lab Podcast. I'm your man's Mel's.
Clip.
And you already know what's right on.
Come on,
We
man.
done it. Yo, we
Come
didn't
on,
practice
man.
that at all first time.
Come on. Yo, but the
First
thing
time.
is, every single time when we do the intro, Clifton always makes it a big deal. Like it's something crazy. Like we're on episode what?
29?
Come on. Maybe even 30 now.
30. This might be
something
30.
like that. I don't know.
We're in the 30s.
Yeah.
We're definitely up there.
Something
Yeah.
like that. So it's not a big deal anymore, is what I'm saying.
I just like hearing
It's gonna go right on the man.
You know what? You know what it is?
What?
It's because on Zoom it just doesn't feel the same. Like Mel's will say his thing, and then you'll hear Cliff like robotic, and then you'll
Yeah.
hear Ray like 3 minutes later, or vice versa. I'll be
okay.
here
It was
3 minutes
bad.
later, so then
It was
we'll be
bad.
saying it at the same time. You know,
was
so
bad.
I'm just not used to hearing it
Yeah.
in person.
Yeah.
So excuse me for
Now, like,
missing.
after a certain while, you kind of lose touch of.
It's okay.
Yeah.
After a certain while, you kind of lose touch of what's going on. It's like it doesn't feel the same. You don't really feel the same vibe and stuff like that. So I'm like, yo, just all you guys can just come over here and we can do it over
Yeah, I
here.
knew
'cause
this guy hit me.
I was over the Zoom
This
stuff.
guy hit
No,
me,
I'm not.
and he's like,
We didn't
yo.
grow up like that. Like we had technology growing up and stuff like that, but still, like you still go to your friend's house and see them
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like,
don't think anybody grew up like how this
this
next
new generation? Yeah,
is
yeah.
gonna grow. Like I really feel like this is we're yet to see the implications of what it feels like to have and create friendships strictly off of online.
I'm not doing that.
that's
That's how you die. That's like the
I
blueprint.
don't think it's that dire. I think the older generation always looks at whatever the new generation is doing and thinking like, yo, I could never do that. We're not supposed to relate. It's not our time.
But at the same time, have you been looking at what's going on with the younger generation in school and all of that?
That's what I'm saying.
Even the communication between them and like their peers.
It's different. It's gonna get there's
dumb.
there's different implications for every set.
They're
of
dumb.
group. No, but hear me out.
You said they're
break it
dumb?
down. Let me break it down.
All right, break it down, but
And then I want you to go
To say
into
they're
it.
dumb?
Yes.
All right.
And why they're dumb, more importantly. But if you look at it, you're not gonna be the first integration of like Facebook and that generation of people on social media. You found that there was a lot of guys that didn't know how to talk to girls, and that was the
way.
That was the result.
That was the way.
That was the way. You know what I mean? There were people who were socially awkward.
Yeah.
They found forums, they found discords, they found different chats that they could then communicate on, so that they could express themselves and see what like-minded individuals.
Right.
It wasn't that these people are weird or whatever, but they were deemed that way because online was such a niche thing. What do you mean you're on Plenty of Fish? You remember Plenty of Fish?
What was that? That was
the first kind of like dating
site?
Don't quote me on that, but I like, to my knowledge, I don't know about
was that
I don't know.
Wasn't that for like sugar babies?
It was like the original Tinder, my guy.
Yeah, to a certain extent. But people in Toronto were going crazy on Plenty of Fish for sure. Like,
Wasn't that for sugar babies
made no
or
sense.
something?
Huh?
Wasn't that for like sugar babies?
No.
I cannot confirm nor deny that there might have been, but if I'm looking at society, there's always going to be someone trying to game it. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's a shorty on there like, yo, if you want.
There's a shorty on Plenty of Fish right now trying to sell herself. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, there's a shorty on Tinder probably trying to do the same thing.
There's a shorty on Instagram trying to sell herself
Y'all are going off.
But anyways, but back to the point is the result of that was because everybody was going out at that time. So the people that weren't good at that developed the internet, right? Or found a way to integrate. So the internet was
developed for dating.
Yes, look at Facebook. Facebook was
Facebook
was originally
transfer of knowledge.
Everything comes from the desire to get
Hold on. You're telling me the transfer of all human knowledge right now came to be for the purpose of finding gal?
I hate
because
when
the guy was shy.
He's saying this knowing what he said.
I know what I'm saying. I hear the words coming out of my mouth.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. There's no reason for a man to develop a car if it wasn't for, it's kind of cold outside. So you're saying it comes right back down to an innovation. All right, how am I going to figure out a way to get this girl from planet A to planet B?
So you're saying all innovation in terms of the perpetuation of knowledge is still influenced.
I don't like.
I don't know what you just said. Can you break that down? I think so.
You're saying, oh man, can't find woman.
I'm talking about from caveman.
Yeah. No.
Like from when man developed fire.
Let me finish. Let me cook. You're saying, man, IT person, if you will. Right?
Give me the age that we're in. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about BC?
Before internet.
Okay.
Before internet.
BT. BI.
Yes. BI.
I don't know
where you came from with that. But all right. So, BI. So we're talking like 1990. Let's go to 1990.
Okay.
Right? So, around 1990, guy says, I'm sick and tired of not being able to talk to a woman. No. He's like, I'm sick and tired of not being able to talk to a woman.
Don't do that.
I need to find someone.
Why are you talking like that?
And then they're looking, because
everybody has a picture.
That's usually
but everybody has a picture of
everybody has a picture of who I'm talking about now, right? Dude has the long lab coat, has the thick glasses. You know what I mean?
Wait, you're describing a pedophile or a creep?
I'm describing
two different guys.
I'm describing Mandark from Dexter. That's what I'm describing right now.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
I don't know that reference, but I hear.
Wow.
I was on Dexter. You would still.
You weren't a Dexter.
What?
Why are you acting like that's such a pivotal show for like?
What are you talking about?
It's not pivotal like that. It's
not
a Breaking Bad
North Lab podcast.
It's not a big show.
Fam.
Dexter is mediocre tier, fam.
What are you talking about? Hold on. No. I know what you're doing. I know what you're doing. You're not going to segue out of my points. Anyways, sticking to the plan.
We can debate this after.
We'll debate this after. He's losing it.
Fam, you're the one that was talking about how Sandman was the most dangerous man.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me get my point across. Let me finish cooking. All right, so Mandark now says the best way he can actually get to talk to a woman is behind a screen. But from doing that, we're now able to have WikiLeaks. We're now able to have Google. We're now able to have Yahoo Finance. All because Mandark couldn't talk to a girl.
Yeah, I think if you want to take what I'm saying literally,
I am still.
Don't do that. I'm just saying that there's a lot of innovations that come from the place of like, okay, yes, I want to advance this. There are people that obviously like, I want to advance and move human nature forward.
Yeah.
But if you look at a lot of that, the first guy The first guy, I guarantee you, that made fire was trying to impress a cave gal.
Fam, from the beginning of time, the guy who brought
He was like, he saw Shordy like this, and he's like, and she was like, and he's like, I don't know how.
Bro, from the beginning of time, the person who brought the most wood home was like impressive to the rest of the cave people or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, he's a
and it
macho
just so
man.
happened to
Biggest,
advance.
tallest, strongest.
You know,
But my man got a Nobel Peace Prize, and he's like, oh, okay, cool. I just kind of want to talk to Jezebel down the road.
But the thing is,
Everybody
I hate when Rayon does that. Like he doesn't know what we're talking about because you have apps that are.
He knows what he's
Bro,
doing.
you have apps that have completely changed the whole landscape of I guess social media or whatever the case may be, and a lot of those were built on like nasty things.
Not even talking about
Snapchat was originally for news. Do I have to
we're getting away from the point I was trying to
do I have to
make. We're getting away from
say?
the point I was trying to make. The original point that I was trying to make is that
I'm saying that
I'm sure
The byproduct of that-
WhatsApp was created for a guy to talk to a side ting in another country.
What?
Do we want that debate?
Is that why he called it what's? He's like, what's? He's like, nah, what's up is too.
Nah.
What's up is too on the nose. So he's like,
Yo,
all right,
I'm just trying to say.
let me just turn that U into an A.
I know a couple. I know a couple people that got caught up talking to the shorty from Guyana.
Y'all
Yeah,
are wild.
We don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. It's cool.
We don't want to blow his spot.
No. We don't have to talk about it.
But back to the original point that I was trying to make.
Get to your point. I'm not
The
telling you why
whole
these kids are
thing,
dumb.
you said that it had the landscape on social media. I'm talking about the landscape on social interaction, period. And we're seeing the repercussions of that now. Because now, you don't have to go out to a bar or whatever, a social gathering to, like, put yourself out there to, like, get a girl. You know, there are plenty of options where you can be like, all right, there's 5 girls in my area on this app that I know have liked me or seen whatever I put out as a profile, and then that's breaking down that barrier. So I think in every age, you're gonna get things that generation is good at and things that generation is not good at. So if you look at the awareness of mental health during World War times, you couldn't think about why am I feeling this way because you got bullets flying at you,
Absolutely.
right? So you had to focus on how am I gonna defend my country so that I can get back to take care of the people that I left at my home country.
Right.
So there's no time to worry about how I'm feeling, what I'm doing, what's right. When those things are dealt with, that's when you see the next generation have their set of issues, right? So I think the next block of problem that you're going to see for our generation is how are we going to deal with this advancements in technology and what's that going to have an effect on how we move forward socially. So you're going to see the implications of that now. And I don't think it's to the degree that people want to make it out. But you're saying they're dumb.
I'm saying they're dumb.
So talk to me.
I'm saying that this generation right now, when it comes to the whole setup for the younger ones specifically,
Give me an age. Give me an age. Like break it down.
we're looking at like anything between 5 to 13.
That's Gen Z?
I don't know what.
Nah,
whatever
stop
you
this.
call
I'm
it.
Gen Z.
Whatever.
Gen Z?
I'm Gen Z. Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Whatever you call it. Between 5 to 13. It's a completely different ballgame, especially with what's been happening with COVID right now.
You guys might be Gen Z too. Well, Clifton.
No.
Yeah.
Millennial.
Oh yeah. Are you sure?
Millennial.
Yeah.
97.
Yeah.
We'll
This guy knows.
solve this with a Google. We'll solve this with a
I
Google.
barely scrape by though. I'm right around your alley. Don't worry. They probably loop me in with you.
I think I'm Gen Z or no, I can't be millennial.
No, Gen Z is 2000.
Are you sure? Are you having this
Is it
argument right
2010?
now
Are you
to
sure?
see like which one is dumb and which
So I'm
one
a
is
millennial then. I'm a millennial.
Yeah, I think you're millennial, fam.
I don't know. I was
I
born in
don't know.
2000.
It doesn't matter.
I was
It
born in
doesn't matter.
2000,
It
man.
doesn't matter. But go on, 5 to 13.
Yeah, so 5 to 13.
We'll figure it out after. We'll Google.
Who made this up anyway? Who cares? Bro.
cares?
Let's shut up, man.
That's a psychologist major that's still like
Nah, it's probably a Greek whatever.
no psychology, fam. Or is it sociology? I don't know. The baby boom. Anyway, sorry, we're interrupting
Baby
you,
boom.
big man. No, that's the thing. Baby
No,
boom.
that baby boomers. That's my grandma.
I'm just making y'all have your
My
moments.
grandma's a baby boomer. That's
Yeah.
part of the baby boomer category.
That's when they came back from war and they was like,
But there's gonna be an era called the quarantine baby or something quarantine.
Bro,
something.
there's already quarantine babies.
I know, but I'm saying it has to be a name to go with it though. Like you were born in this time, you're quarantine, whatever.
Come back to me.
The era that shall not be named.
No, it has to have a better
It's
name.
too long. It's too long.
The vaccine. It has to be something with vac.
Gates.
Vac gate?
Gates.
Why?
The Gates era.
Why?
No,
Because
fam.
Bill Gates is the one that's pushing all the prop. Anyway,
Fam, no, we're talking about
It's another-
babies,
hold
bro.
on. No, let me finish what I'm saying.
Right.
So, like, the whole situation, what I'm getting at right now is that when it comes to human interaction between people right now, it's switched.
Right.
If you look at how individuals are communicating, they don't have certain social skills. They don't have certain social cues to be able to know how to string along a conversation, hold a conversation, be able to even get their points across or anything like that. Right?
Okay.
So that's why I'm saying that's the fall. That's number one. Number two,
We agree on that.
yeah, when it comes to how information is learned right now. Yeah, okay. So you have your Google Docs and things like that. They have the platforms that they've been able to implement to help people learn. But are they really learning? And when I say are they really learning, I mean, are these kids actually applying themselves? Because think about it. If you're 8 years old, 9 years old, 12 years old, even 13, and you have like a Zoom class in front of you, you're trying to figure out every possible way to finesse the system to not really go to class and learn what it is that you're supposed to be learning. You're in your bed, wrap up under a sheet with the camera off saying, oh, based on how my house is right now, I can't put on the camera, because, I have to keep it private for my family and things like that, right?
9-year-olds are coming up with this.
9-year-olds
All
are
right. I agree that socially you're gonna see some ineptitude develop because there's not that necessary. Like if you really wanted to talk to your brethren, you had to go knock on the door to be like, yo, can you come out?
Yeah.
Now it's like, yo, you can talk on chat, on Snap, Instagram, Facebook. There's a plethora of ways that you can reach them to figure out what you're gonna do. That you don't necessarily, and it's a lot easier to ghost a man through text than to see the man at your door and be like, yo, what's good?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's we agree to a certain degree on that. When it comes to people skipping it, I would argue that if you look at it percentage wise, there's going to be 30 kids in the class. There's going to be around 15% of that class that are going to be. It's going to be the minority of kids per class that aren't going to pay attention. You're going to have about a median score of an average amount of kids that are going to do baseline, and then you're going to have the exceptional, which is going to be like the other 10%, right? It's all gonna fall in the same place. The kid that is wrap up in sheets, that's coming up with harebrained schemes on some Ferris Bueller type thing.
It's the same
youth that's at the back of the classroom smacking Jezebel's head, not paying attention.
Why should that be Jezebel though? But
I don't know.
it's
That's
okay.
some biblical thing. Isn't Jezebel's like a prostitute or something in the Bible?
We'll get to that. But
Why is that coded in my head?
I don't know.
Why.
But hold on though. I hear what you're
Crazy. I
saying.
keep
But this
saying
is the
Jezebel.
thing.
Sorry
This
for
is
all
the
the
thing.
Jezebels out there.
What? No, but amen.
Come on.
But like, yo, so
You're like,
no. We ain't giving it. But like, this is the thing. I hear what you're saying, and I agree. However, the thing is, what I'm more so talking about is you have more. You're gonna have more people doing this, and outside of like trying to take the opportunity to like finesse a system, it also comes back down to the material that they're learning. Not everybody is going to be able to learn the same way. We all know that. We have people
now
who are
we're having
kinesthetic.
a combo.
We've always been having a convo.
No, but I'm hearing
first. Nah. First, some people need to go and when you're cooking a thing, you have to take your onion, then you have to take your garlic, then after that, now you have to take your sweet pepper and this and cook.
Cook.
I'm cooking.
Imagine. Yeah, man.
Right? Yeah, certain
season
people
is it now.
learn differently, right? And when it comes down to how we're learning, when it comes down to the different learning types that people have, I don't believe that every child is getting their due justice. And I see it play out with how these kids are operating inside of the class. Because like my little sister's there, and I'll look to make sure that she's paying attention and everything like that. Go to check and see if she's doing well with the paperwork and so forth. But yeah, it's been an issue. Whoa. You guys are gonna have to take over for a quick second here. I'm going to have to take care of some matters at the moment.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We got it.
But I agree with that sentiment though.
Yes.
I agree with that sentiment. It's definitely gonna have an impact on for the people that need in person.
Facts.
So yeah, and that's
because I know you're one of those people.
100%.
Right? Like
I'm
you kind of feed off.
If you just throw a textbook in front of me and say, yo, read this, regurgitate this information, and then be ready for the test. Right. I need, I feel like I'm very slow. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you're slow.
Not in the sense of like I got a chromosome loose or something like that.
Okay.
You know? Like not in that sense, but I think I do take a little bit more time to process information. But once I have that information down, it's not going nowhere. But it's very difficult for me to retain it. You know what I'm saying? So like one of the biggest one of the biggest obstacles I had in school was like figuring out how I study best, and mans were not paying attention once because I was just playing football. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I'm not really let's just say my focus was not on me paying attention in school.
Right. You're focused on other things, girls and whatnot.
Yeah.
And
Once girls became
it
once I
was
found out that like girls were even like feeling the kid, that was too much power.
just grew wings and flew.
Yeah,
I
that's
know.
too much power.
I know.
They should have never told me that.
Why?
They should have never told me that. I would have been a bookworm. They should have never told me that. And I should have never found soccer, or I call it football, but like for these people, I'm not talking about American football. I'm talking about football, the real football at me.
Yeah. Soccer. I mean, what people would refer to as soccer, so they understand.
Yeah. I just call it football. But
So what's football then?
American football is different from football.
I know, but I'm saying like, but they call it football though. So it's like, what would football be classified as? If soccer is football, because I mean, it's just by the name and just the definition, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, okay, this is foot to ball, so it makes sense that soccer is called football. So what will football be called? Handball.
Pigskin throwing. Throw the pigskin. It's a little too lengthy.
Yo, it's getting warm outside.
Yes, it is.
It's getting warm outside, and that's a good and scary thing, right?
Yeah.
It's a good thing because, you know, obviously a lot of people have been locked down and locked inside, so it's good to see the sun come up every once and again, and also it's good to, the days are getting longer. When you're taking in walks now, you kind of feel a lot better. It's not brick. Well, I mean, right now it's brick because we're in Canada. It's kind of off and on. But if you go to New York or whatever the case, they're chilling right now. Like, it's like probably, I don't even know how warm it is, but it's
actually
pretty warm.
New York is pretty cold. Like New York, like Christmas, New York.
Oh no, Christmas time. It's
So I think like if we're looking at a city, I'd say like Miami is probably Miami, Florida.
Right.
They've been nice, you know. So right now they're probably like even better. New York is pretty cold. Like I would liken it to like a bigger Toronto.
True.
So like whatever we're feeling, they're probably, if not right around the same thing, a little bit warmer. Yeah, we kind of have similar climates.
Low key. But I was saying that to say this. Warm weather could either make or break a relationship, right? And
Don't do that.
Joe Budden was actually talking about this on the Joe Budden podcast. And the mention of A Boogie and his baby mama was brought up. They officially went their own separate ways.
See, you're gonna have to clue me in on this because you know I don't.
They broke up like a couple days ago, and I was like surprised. A Boogie put out like this big paragraph, and he's like, "Oh,
Instagram,
of course." And I think, was it Instagram? Yeah, I think it was Instagram.
Tweet,
I think it was Instagram story.
Oh, see, she didn't even make a post.
I think it was Instagram story.
See, to me, that sounds like some. She didn't even make a post?
No, it was A Boogie. Well, I mean, they talked about it in private. A Boogie just kind of made it the public thing.
Oh, he was like, so y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, he just made it a public thing. He's like, you're gonna see Shorty acting wild. This is why type stuff. You know, because as a guy, you kind of have to do. Well, you don't have to do that, but A Boogie has a certain image. Yeah, A Boogie has a certain image, I guess you could say. So it's like when people ask, "Yo, why?"
You have to say he is. He's in the public eye. He's a public
yeah. So
he's
it's
not,
like,
let's not do A Boogie like that.
Of course, A Boogie.
Yeah.
Come on,
he's not. You've solidified. You've earned that.
Yeah, he's running New York right now. Some people would say, of course, but I don't want to make it seem like he's an icon or whatever. I mean,
no. I don't want to. He still got time to go.
Exactly.
You know, not to take away from his greatness, but everybody
but
give him the time to get there.
He's definitely moving and shaking in the city.
100%.
Yeah, so I guess because people are gonna start questioning what's going on, like, yo, why is Shorty moving crazy? This is why. Yeah. Yada yada yada. Mm-hmm. So he went on. He took it upon himself to go on Instagram and make that little paragraph, and then his baby mom was Ella. I think her name's Ella or Ellie, whatever. She went on there and she's like, "Oh, I don't know why you're making it such a big thing. We already had this conversation in private. You're making it seem like you're letting me like you're setting me free or something. And then she told him to go to hell. So I'm like, damn. That lets me know exactly how the conversation went before that, before it even reached the internet.
So how do you think it went? If you had to go off your own experience and like how with all the evidence that you have laid out in front of you, if you were a detective and you had to kind of come up to your own conclusion, where you at?
I think they had a fake conversation where, and when I mean fake conversation, I mean like they were talking. They were like, "Oh, I feel like we should just take these steps and go our separate ways." Yada yada yada. And I guess they both act like they were okay with it. And then now that it hit social media, it's time to perform. A lot of people do that. Where it's like, it hits social media and now it's time to make a circus. You know what I'm saying? Because it's both people have images to uphold, I guess you could say. So it's like, oh, I don't want to go out like a sucker. And then there's other person like, I have a pride to protect as well. And then it's just a back and forth nonsense. It's nasty.
Yeah, I don't like that about social media.
Yeah.
At all.
Because let them have the conversation in private. It's copacetic as hell. Yeah. It couldn't be more peaceful.
That's everybody, yo. Like, okay, for instance, let's say we're having a conversation right now, right? Or you and your girl are having a conversation right now. Me and Ray aren't here, right? Y'all could be having a conversation. The minute that me and Ray step into this room, whatever is said is gonna be completely different than what is if we're not here.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because now it's like, let's say if she's like, yo, go grab me some water. That simple ask of like, hey, can you just grab me some water is now turned into like this, oh, you telling me what to do now, all this sort of stuff. It could be if it's an insecure relationship to begin with. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It can come up and look that way. So in situations like that, the performance matter of it, I think social media just amplifies it tenfold.
That's a fact. But it always does, though. It always does and always has.
Yeah.
It just makes it... That's why you don't post shorties, bro. And it goes back to that. You don't post shorties.
But what if you not posting and then she comes out and posts?
Nah, but you guys, it should be.
What do you mean, nah? Like that situation happens all the time.
No, but it should be a conversation that's had way before that. Like
no. But I'm giving you a scenario where you've been keeping it down low,
and we're like together. I'm just not like we're just messing around. Like we're actually together.
Well, let's say either situation, and then
bro, if we're just messing around, there is no posting.
No, but she is the one that posts. What do you do in that situation?
Why would she post?
Maybe she thinks it's something. From? Maybe she thinks it's something. She has a phone. Yo, that's the thing. There ain't nothing really.
Absolutely, like there's definitely secretive filming and stuff like that. But I mean, I would see that. I'm always observant. Like I'm always observant, right? So, I mean, when that happens, there's this discussion. Like I'm all about communication, right? So if there's something that's going on that I don't like or I don't want to be out there or, just things like that, like I'm not with you, so respectfully don't post me because there's other girls in the mix. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to put out a false narrative or a false message. Just have that conversation and be like, yo, like obviously don't make it seem like she's just another girl, but like still have that conversation like, yo, I understand that we're taking those steps towards this, but let's not rush into nothing. Like you don't have to post me, I don't have to post you, respectfully. Just to, because you might find somebody that you really, really like more than me. And that's cool.
That's worthy of your post. Because right now I'm telling you, I'm not worthy of the post. Because I don't care about you the way but I hear you, and that's the mature relationships goal like that.
So if how do we even get to just posting? Oh yeah, that's why we don't post. But that's why you just don't bring certain situations. Because let's say there's a situation where we're committed. Me and a girl, we're committed. We're in an actual relationship, and we've been dating for let's say a year and some change or whatever, right? And then she wants to take it upon herself to post. I guess I'll let it slide, but I just don't like to bring those type of situations to social media. Not because I'm hiding anything. I'm not hiding her or whatever. All my guys know my girl. Like I've probably, I have a girlfriend right now. You've seen pictures of my girlfriend and stuff like that. Like my guys know, right? But social media just doesn't have to. They don't have to be aware of all those things because I'm not doing it for that. Like I'm not doing it for the look. I'm not doing it to bring other people into it because once. I feel like social media is cursed in that way where it's like if you post a little bit too much, listen. There's been situations where a girl and her man have had have been in a tiff, right? She hits me up talking crazy, straight up, crazy for a whole weekend. Yo, I want to come over. I want to yada yada yada. Valentine's comes around. Oh my God, I love my baby. Oh, I would never do my baby no harm because I guess they patched things up. I'm like, you were just willing to do anything I was gonna put on the table. You know what I'm saying? And it's like when it becomes that, it's just a little bit messy because now you're looking at everybody wonky. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now I'm looking at situations where, let's say there's a couple that always post their situation or their relationship on social media. I'm always gonna look at that weird now because I've experienced what really goes on and
but I think that's the trouble when you get
because on social media you're in love.
Scenes of anything.
Yeah, on social media you're in love, but then behind that is like you're trying to get all types of pipe.
Yeah.
So
I think, but that's anything. You know what I mean? Just because you're not posting this to social media doesn't mean that she's not feeling that way anyway. You know what I'm saying? So like, social media in itself is not where I look to for reality. I haven't looked at, like, people that are going on social media and looking at goals and all that stuff. That's never been the thing. If you're still looking at social media to figure out how you should live your life, you're looking at it from one side, from one perspective, from one angle that person wants you to see. You know, no one ever is going to show their bluffs. No one ever is going to show their downfalls or you know, the moments when they're not feeling the best. Social media is a peak, is a lens that person is trying to let you know.
That's a fact.
And give off a perception of how they want to live their life.
That's a fact. It's a highlight reel.
So if you're looking at, they literally call it reels, fam. That's what I'm saying?
Real talk.
So like, if you're going to that to look for reality, you're already in the wrong place.
Right.
So that's how I approach every single situation, whether it be from social media or just day to day.
Facts.
What is the foundation of that relationship? How are you going to conduct yourself in a time of despair, in a time where y'all need to be linked up? Those are the keys that are going to help solidify anything. Focus on that alone. So that's why I think it's a little bit different once you become a celebrity or some sort of public figure, because now you kind of are forced to worry about your perception.
Exactly.
You know, regardless, if this podcast, which we want to grow to a level where
absolutely
it's one of the best podcasts in the world, right? Yeah. With that comes attention. With attention comes perspective and perception. How people view you is going to dictate what sort of brand situations that you get, sponsorship deals, all that sort of stuff. Right. So it's impossible to have an idea where you're just like, I don't care about what people think about me. Well, you should have chose IT. Because no one cares what the IT guy comes in. IT, hello, I'm coming. I'm going to fix the computer. Okay,
it's very low key,
Okay, thank you. And they are. No one's asking names. No one, as long as the Wi-Fi is connected, how do I get my Wi-Fi? What's wrong with my router?
Right.
If that's what you want, then that's the profession you want. The minute that you step in the public eye, which is why I don't blame a Boogie for the situation he's in, is because even if he talked to Shordy and now she's coming out with a whole different thing, I'm not saying that's what happened.
Right.
But even if that's the case, he has to now, I'm sure, looking at A Boogie from my perspective, I'm sure he doesn't want to talk about it.
No, but I've kind of been in that situation where it's like, well, I was kind of the opposite of that, where when that was me in that situation where, let's say the relationship goes to shit, now it's a social media shitstorm. Now everybody's just kind of performing and doing a bunch of BS for the people, right?
That's terrible, fam.
Bro, but when I was in that situation, I'm a gentleman, right? So I let the shorties talk her shit, like it's whatever. Like, let the people believe what you want them to believe or whatever the case may be. When they come to me and ask, I'm
They're
gonna
not
verify.
putting money in your pocket.
Yeah, bro, if it makes you happy, if it makes you sleep better at night, because women and accountability don't always go together. This guy was handling business.
Money. Yeah.
Go and take care of 1, 2 things.
Money. So basically, we're talking about Melch's love life.
Oh, no, what? We're talking about the A Boogie and his baby mama situation.
Oh my!
Yeah, and how that kind of played on social media and how that happened. I don't know if you saw the I don't know if it was tweets or story posts.
Something.
Basically, A Boogie took it to Instagram and he was basically writing this big paragraph and he was like, "Yo, I don't deserve." He was talking to his baby moms and he's like, "I don't deserve you. I feel like I should just let you go." Because I don't want you to be in a situation where you're unhappy and yada, yada, yada.
That's actually a very sweet thing to say.
But not if you're covering your ass, though. Not if Shorty's about to wild out and you want to explain to the people why she's about to wild out.
No, but if we're not talking about, if we're just talking about executive moves and chess plays, That's a hard chess play. Because
Yeah,
now you got girls on your side like, oh my God, he's so sweet. Look how he really cares. And then you got fellas that are like, okay, I rate you because you stood up and you spoke. You know what I mean?
Nah.
So now if she's wilding, it looks bad on her.
It looks,
Because it's like, well, A Boogie already just told us.
But not when she not when she writes you back and says, yo, fam, we already had this conversation in private. I don't know why you're making it seem like it was your idea. It was my idea. Like, you know, sometimes, sometimes it becomes a childish. Yeah, sometimes it becomes
that doesn't give her. If we're trying to look at dub versus L, that doesn't give her a dub. Because now to me it just
never
sounds like
gives them a dub though. But like it's still
all right,
like.
So let's get back to this, the accountability thing.
I don't want to sound like I hate women on the podcast.
No, but hear this.
I don't want to sound
so
like
I'm
that.
talking about accountability. He's saying that he's putting it down to like women have a tough time with accountability.
The women that I've come across. Women that I've come across.
Wait.
We're not doing that in National Women's Month. We're not doing that in International Women's Month.
Allegedly. You know when someone says, yo, I think he did that. Allegedly.
I'm 15 years old. I don't know
Like
nothing.
he just saw the prosecution in the
I don't know
back of his
nothing,
ear.
man.
He saw the court case, everything.
The women that I've come across, you know, and hey man,
What I'm saying is I think hurt people.
Not my current girlfriend though. She's amazing. She's
Well
amazing.
done.
Yeah.
Well done.
Come on, I would have cut her off from time. I would have cut her off from time.
Get some brownie points back on.
She's amazing.
But I was saying that I think it's hurt people have a tough time with accountability. If you just lost a job, it don't matter what you did that might have warranted that decision. Your boss is an asshole. He fucked up, and now you're in this position.
Nah, because I've taken accountability after.
But I'm saying it's easier to understand.
You were there when I was talking to one of the jobs that I
And
lost.
it's
You're like,
hurt
bro, you
people
could
that
have.
have a problem with accountability. You're saying specifically hurt people.
2 questions just came in right now.
Yes.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go for it. Go for it.
Hurt people have a problem with accountability.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what you're saying.
I think that's it. Because I think once you start getting into like, okay, women have more accountability, worse accountability, men have, but I think you start to like lose sight of what the real thing is. It's just like, okay, well, what's causing that emotion?
I disagree.
You're not thinking rationally because this person that you want to be with or this relationship that you want to be in didn't go the way you wanted, and now you're off balance, and now you're scrambling trying to catch air. It's the same thing that comes that you see when someone's trying to grab oxygen that's trying to drown. They're trying to do anything or whatever to get back to the surface. And I think that's what it is. Because I've definitely, if I'm being honest, I've definitely not been the most mature person in certain situations.
When you were hurt.
When I was hurt.
Well, we're not perfect
making
though.
decisions, and you couldn't hold me accountable for those things. Because
no, you couldn't. You definitely can be. Hurt don't mean that you're being hurt does not give you plausible deniability in the court of law.
Expand.
So like huh?
I just said expand.
So what I'm expanding on is being hurt and being able to deal with the situation in
You
pain.
know what I love about you?
Wow.
You haven't lost that like grade 5 mentality when you're answering a question to like reiterate the question.
Right.
It's very much like, well, what do you think about racism? What I think about racism is it's not good.
Right.
And it's
And I'll
bad.
never lose it because that's how you stick on point.
Yes.
Yeah, no.
Mr. Wicked told me how to pivot. But anyways.
Ooh, shout out Mr. Wicked.
Yeah, I'll tell you the backstory with him still.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Grade 5?
Huh?
Grade 5 teacher? Yeah, I think you told me.
I told you about that.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Shordy's good.
I'll let you know still. That's off the pod, though. That's very incriminating.
Okay.
Man, she's still about Rexdale.
Yeah.
Anyways. Allegedly.
No, of course. But always allegedly.
Yeah. No, but what I'm basically saying is to deal with any situation that comes up to be troubling or hurtful maturely comes from a point of introspection, right? Mm-hmm. Any human being that has the ability to look within themselves and evaluate and introspect on whatever it is definitely going to be able to deal with the situation accordingly in a very mature manner, whether they've been hurt or whether they've been dealt with poorly or anything along those lines, right? So like I have a friend.
You always have a friend.
Always have a friend. Mm-hmm. Something happened to their child, right?
Oh, wow.
The babysitter came over and they had the camera and they were able to see what was going on and how they were handling their child, usually any regular Jamaican will come through guns a-blazing or deal with this kid.
Deal with the Matas.
Deal with the Matas.
Yeah.
Right? But with them, they took it from a more Christian approach and were able to calmly talk to the person, show them the error of their ways, have them apologize to their child.
Wait. What happened on the tape?
I can't talk about that on camera.
Wow.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they were able to deal with the situation accordingly. Now, that's their child. That's their baby.
That's the one thing where it's like if you're messing with that, you get the free pass to do some
free pass and video evidence, right?
Wow.
So I mean, they dealt with it in a very calm manner, high level manner.
The high ground.
Took it to the higher ground. That person went low, they went high.
Wow.
And were able to get the situation rectified. Not only that, they got the police involved and everything and dealt with it accordingly, right? But that's the thing.
Holy cow.
That takes a lot of growth, a lot of maturity, a lot of stuff that I'm not there yet.
I don't think I'm that
I'm not there. My baby? No.
God's still working on me. He know my heart.
You know my heart too.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So I think so. What point was there? Are you trying to say that everybody has the ability to be accountable?
Accountability for people, yes. Just because the person, even if the situation is you're acting out of emotion, that doesn't
it doesn't mean it doesn't give you a right.
Yeah. Some man comes and sees
you're
his
still
wife.
an asshole if you've made a decision to hurt someone because you were hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
Like a man comes and sees his wife cheating, he decides to go full blackout, kill everybody inside of the room. Yeah. He's going to jail. He's still doing 25.
She cheated?
You don't understand. No, you're doing 25 to life.
Yeah.
Period.
I mean, there's some people that are willing to risk
unless you're
it.
White.
Yeah. Always unless
you're
white.
Then you get off a plea bargain.
Then you can say that you can plead insanity.
Oh, you can get out. The plead insanity card.
Scot free.
Nonsense.
But they've been doing it with the school shooters, bro.
Scot free.
Disgusting.
Let's not even talk about that.
Let's not even get into it.
Anyway,
next
we
time.
we've been away for a minute and we have a shit ton of stuff.
Too many things to talk about. Yeah.
We're gonna be coming back and giving you guys
the real.
The real.
I hate that. I hate when people say that because they don't be giving the real. Like when people say that we're about to give you the real, they don't be giving the real. Like,
all right, but we are.
Yeah, we are.
The realest podcast in the GTA.
And we've all showed our true colors, man. At this point, you're gonna think what you're gonna think about us. Like if you love us, you love us. If you hate us, you hate us, bro.
Take it.
Just go to episode 2. You'll figure it out. You'll figure us out real quick. Like you'll know what we're about.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. We love you guys. We're going to continue doing this a lot more. We're going to be way more consistent. And we're going to be doing a thing where we actually clip up the content. So there's a lot of people that don't have the attention span that it takes to actually go through an hour and some change of content. So we're going to do a thing where we just clip it up. We're going to have 5-minute segments or whatever. We'll just find the most important stuff and I'll just make it a thing. So yeah, it'll be more digestible for the people that can't really stick the whole way. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for the people that stayed. And I guess the people that left, we understand. We get it. We understand. If you love us
and you like that we back, let us know. Put it in the comments. Let us know. # welcome back. And
we're not leaving no more though. Yeah. And with that being said, it's been your boy Mel's,
Cliff,
and Ray is handling business like he always does.
Yes. Both figuratively and literally.
This has been North Lab Podcast. Damn, how do I even close it up? I forgot.
That's it.
And this is North Lab Podcast.
And we
out.
Peace.
Peace.